yenti ho de robot na yenti ho de robot de na awose ye be ye ho adwuma ni ebisa ye de say ye bodewro na me kan say onim say Ghana ha yen ne ba be hosti African Para Games na eba ne sen na aka 20 days na yen sheda ho tempopo ye bia Accra 2023 African Para Games from the 3rd to the 12th of September. Ora Samson Dinia, President, African Paralympic Committee. Samson Dinia Machi.
Yeah, Chairman General.
Boko de.
Me pacho me hoya na so.
Nyame adom. Na ba ne say na Para Games yen shada ntin hu de uruboi.
Yo Chairman, mame ena wasi na menda wetie for so asi. Asamne de no kretrudo na no waka no. Na yegusu a ye nhihye ye me se obeka ya ye wadwuma mu ha ya na me baaye me kwa contest African Para Games Paralympic Committee.
Yes.
Me wini wi me sa baaye e be da wasi e ka kire ye Ghana fo nyina se ye tumi na me sa ka no me bomodin na mama Ghana ban adom ye na yetima host to the first ever African Para Games.
Yeah.
Na eno ho hyehyere na January 5th 2022 omampanyin adawroma oye adom emaye akwanyame ne transis hyehyeye se yenkonko yenkrata ne eniama ebitima aboa ama aban no agina so ahwe no watumi aboa ya metima host to the first ever Para Games so Accra duam ha na nyame ya adom ema on the 24th of February 2023 Opanyina oda Ministry of Youth and Sports honra minia bema Mustafa Yusuf honorable Mustafa Yusuf ebo no modern formo LOC a ode bosumi nsia ema ye se yenhwe na yenyen hyehyeye yenyen tutuye yemfa Africa Para Games no enye test case emfa Ghana se be ya yebetimi a prepare yie ama the African Games na be koso Accra 2024 no ebe boa ya Ghana nyanti ase bebre enti ye boy homodin ma sports ahodo miensa ene de de hyase nimpra edika kura de bi sida e Africa ha
yenye bi Africa da
yenye bi da Africa da
ba say ye hunu TV so no ye enwe
eno ne ye Paralympic Games we are singing na
okay ni Paralympics
the last one ye Tokyo 2020
okay
no COVID in the call 2021 ko no Japan na obehu say Europeans no so ye omode and Europeans for no kra no omode ne be nra na Asia for so omode Middle East for so omode ansana oko Oceania ansana Americas for so e wo omode a mo amwo sa continent no so no munyina mu hia wo kroba akoso na madi agro masi akan e dey qualify to Paralympic Games no na we nyame adom wheelchair tennis and wheelchair basketball and amputee football na dey edi kan no for the first time
wheelchair tennis
yes obia
and a wheelchair basketball and amputee football
yes
cheche mukaka
yes the person be
o be see Africa hada
e be see that the amount for tell hu any say bia ekrobi age penie na o stage one sport ever say wheelchair tennis obi a sabio or disable na ye twi mu no ya na sometimes mentam pe obi a wadi dem sabi no mentam pe no neka because what the coach you na ye a bit unfair nti obi a wati wheelchair so na obo tennis ya Rafael Nadal moboyi ene Roger Federer mobo no ono re no ba wati wheelchair so a wo bo a very beautiful sports chairman and sana yesa wo wheelchair basketball Kobe Bryant mo basket no mo no basketball no wati wheelchair so a more compete here the same size same techniques everything in the same and also because so now amputee football you blame you football say mediama Black Stars ne ada union but we mu there e bia ne nine baako anyhow na use clutches na ye dey bobo efe kura na currently no Africa ha nyina no the champion of Africa no Ghana ne ekoje 2021 I don't know amputee football nko na course Tanzania we na ebia basketball nko e course South Africa eno no be na tennis nko course ebia Nigeria baby but we need ye multi-sport. Na your friend no African Para Games a best a qualifier to Paralympic Games, you know. For the first time, Ghana and a host too.
How many countries never?
There were 22 countries, including Ghana.
22.
22.
When you Japan so mobile.
On my Japan on the 1st and 2nd of September on best at Abagana.
On wheelchair tennis, wheelchair basketball, and amputee football.
Exactly.
Abai ne Ministry of Youth and Sports. At the end, she share name one near their mamu.
But as a chairman, and she say Abai a year, and he say Abai a provide a facilities nina.
Okay.
Am I a year team wa mo ebe year jumano. Abai asafa a canoe be. If I yet friend of protocols abana fa a canibi. Na a year a drew games be say ya. Abai want to mean for 100%. Na ya na effort. The here abai the share a year more ebe famo se LOC monko year jumano. Abai a shemu kutupa eboa mo se monko na monko di juma mo betumi aboa ma a year ankran so etimi aboa mo. Wodi ni nyina ka ho na eba na aye efu na aye chese aduane no aben kama na eno na aban side de aban ye ne de e wo se oye emu hihye ye bebre wo se ye ne aban ye no betima ka se aban di ni huni pepepepe na de aka no eye support ni ebenya sponsors na ebeba se ye tu kwan bebre eye weekend di o hwe premiership ya ye wo sponsors ya ebi wo wontade de wo hide ya mehwe wo say ya branding areas no eno ne ade a aka yesre eye aban institutions no ni bebre o metima ba na ma bo aye na ankra businesses so aba so in terms of sponsorship no ma ya aboa ye amana boa eye Ghana
na oka se aban nyuma ni ankra nyuma no na obi bebi say mo ankasa mo sponsorship drive et saying makopebi mo konkrofo bi ho et saying ho
ya boy humodin atwro e di akọ 310 companies
310
yes
ewo Ghana
hasi ya twro akọ ba bi ya twro papa just ya anti club 100 Ghana businesses no club ya twro akọ ba bi ya
na mo it saying
ebi numa respondo kama yegusu aye discussions na ba bi ya na ye free sanke betimi anya moa na kese no afri no and so ye nuanum ye nuanum mo ye CEOs of government enterprises ye nim say bibini a ombetimi ayeye moa because we no dwumadi a akwese ye nyina na wose ye na ye fe na hye Ghana enmunyam enti ye obabiti say National Petroleum Authority ya twro de akọ ho Ghana Gas ya twro bi de akọ minua Samia Wuku ho NLA ya twro bi de akọ Bost ya twro bi de akọ SNET ya twro bi de akọ Kokrokoo board na chairman general dey for ne say on say Kokrokoo board Kokrokoo bi na kasankasa Kokrokoo no eno ne dey the mascot of the games.
Oh, okay.
Yes, no. On the 1st of September, no, launching. Now, ya try say Kokrokoo board betimi enya attention to the letters na ye dey akono. Me ankasa metu anamo akọ. CEO office akobuku appointment na wa woni chairman busy ye nyina ya na busy nti yentimi nya sa engagement no.
I see.
Enti me sure say platform yi ebeboa ya me yatumi enya opportunity ama state institutions no etimi ayeye moa na ye hia support ankasa na we so ye platform a ye betimi dia project ye dwuma pa ye di wo man mu ha state institutions na ye ankra businesses say MTN no na no we opportunity a che say yes corporate social responsibility na ye ka ho asem da bia no this is the time ebia no obi tie na ohwe say na para no kra ye den para any obi a oye disable obi a wadi demo a obo no homoden the sports ebie ekwan ama wono ano ana wadi sports ahye oman na nimunyam na ohwe sports a ye ewo Africa here ye wo man bebre a ekro no abo no homoden aboa wo mo a atuma aboa ma wo mo ko international games wo mo to winning medals. This is a big opportunity and platform aboa Ghana na chairman general.
Yes.
Japan and Korea ayo man bi a o maboa pa
Japan ni Korea omo aboa para sport
o maboa Ghana pa ye kofa dwumadi etu ye ho so say ye bomodin na ya host Africa Para Games. Chairman, facilities are any be Ghana Hano. Or ma donated Yama free.
Oh boy.
Oh, Chairman, no can I make a bill of lading in our Ministry of Youth Sports or Moya Mwajuma.
Japan and Korea.
Korea for my 40-footer container, free of equipment. Free. See you hosting Japan also had the same. Yeah, athletes are on the wheelchair or more wheelchair back could cost to £3,500.
Hey.
Yes, Korea for donated 35 pieces. 35 pieces.
Are there no boarding, sir?
No boarding, pa. Professional sport, no. It's in a competition. I am to me and competing. Because yeah, they go to cheap ones. It's a brofono correct one now. More use no.
Yeah.
Or donate my
35 pieces.
35 pieces. A whole set for sitting volleyball. You know more or more from normal volleyball. No.
Yeah.
A whole set. Or my 3 free.
I see.
Eti ade emfaso bebre na ebre oman no. Eti ye wi a ye betima sa host to individual championship e wa Africa ha. Na no no hyenkura na yenuanom a omotete kwa ho ya ahokyere nti omuntumi enya baabi mfa no. Yetima yi omu nyina free ekwan no ho. Ye do ha ba ye sports no. No mo so di animonyam omo di true sports no abie kwan ama omabusuafo.
Na something Ghana ye team Ghana.
Yes, you were Team Ghana.
And no 3 sports in your compete.
Yes, 3 sports.
Wheelchair volley, wheelchair basketball, wheelchair tennis.
Yes.
And amputee football. You were Team Ghana.
You were team on more preparation.
If I never say events you.
You been to Accra Sports Stadium. Accra Sports Stadium be host to tennis and a football.
Okay.
Hona Ghana ebe as amputee football no. You be as host nation.
Tennis and football. And about Accra Sports Stadium.
Na ye will be fefe bi a snake for that room and a private company be Amandi. Almost nice estate be wager. No more very good sports facility.
Oh really?
A hona basketball and kasano. Basketball court fe Ghana hanging hona wo back up.
Really?
Yes, back up. A hona wo. You from Eden Heights.
Okay, Eden Heights. Okay.
Hona omo basketball court for no. You go who ye, and then Central for call and Central for ball who the euro. And check and a basketball for Africa zone, zone 2, on by more regional youth championship. Oh, any more who you know, that facility not excellent. And Sana, you were baby to say Magdan Park, near Magdan, was in nice stadium below a yellow side ho, a yellow body kind of so very nice one. A hobby host to amputee football no. Group B in the and sana Group C, Oko UPSA, almost so the same nice beautiful pitch. UPSA. A horse ever bought a Group C, Hono. Eti amputee football about 3 stadium. Na tennis no I used to the professional tennis court na Accra Sports.
Eti tennis no be Accra Sports Stadium. Football so be Accra Sports Stadium. Plus Magdan honey thing.
Magdan also football.
And a UPSA so football. And a Eden Heights so basketball. And non kwani be na young clash days then clash near there. Ebia no bi on your born over here. So sada no so your basketball no end day.
Your friend be say games manual.
Okay.
Games manual no. Ye yen hye no a. Ye hye ne said ye be ya. Baby a wo ope se ope se wo kono utumi ko. Na esan se eda no esuane ntino hwe between 10 to on the 12th na 10 days pepepe. It 10 days no yen hye in such a way a sports ni bi wo hono mu a opese wo hwe a within a short distance no obetumi ahwe we kakra na obehwe we kakra but football there ya normal activity ne doors ntino omo de no me one daily but person follow Ghana you be make sure say Ghana in particular your football no and most of the games ni be clash na nipa bebrebe nya attention etima support your football team no eti clash the 1 or 2 beba but at least there is a proper plan and program ebeboa amia schedule ni nyina yi.
So about infrastructure okay Eden Heights my dream ho traffic ni kwan no se ne tie my dream ho
because
omoye amputee basketball or say basketball court near the best but share a kwan de ko ho
It's true.
Yeah, share baby on bed down here, dear traffic. I mean, how do you? Where's I didn't because Accra Sports Stadium, they say Accra here. Yes. UPSA wa here. Magdan the so way.
Magdan so la here.
Labadi here. Eating high so no so quite.
Tell me any option be na ya de call adwindwimu ne plan no. Oh yes, sports event it is say in that caliber what that international clout now. You engage public officers. Na me use akwenya na ma da Ministry of Foreign Affairs asi.
Okay.
They say Ministry of Foreign Affairs na coordinate all the protocols no. Na Friday ye twa mu Ghana Police Service or IGP esuma ne mpanifo mo mobile. Mo beje plan ni nyina ma ye meeting to say ya formal protocol team and security and safety team national security wom, immigration wom, customs wom, Ghana airport wom, transport services wom, Ministry of State protocol wom, Jubilee House in Penifo bishishim. We now is to make sure say traffic are properly regulated. It is a team call a year wager a police Ghana police for ebeshe ama team na ko in a smooth way a problem ya wo mo ankasa kire say eba transfer of a year team no ekɔ hɔnom dia enya dia problem because omo wo emrantie ne maba wa omo ye adwuma ni neat me say ya inspections no severally ne central for akɔkɔ police for ya na lead ye Friday you say security services ni nyina be quarter of hotels accommodation our system nim normal quarter of the facilities ni nyina normal nya better understanding of the final minute no ekwan be fa so a say road no kra no say international games road ni bi wo ho no a particular time bi wo ho no ni say ka bi afa so it is hard ni nyina police for no a kire say wo mo be di ho dwuma national security so engage ye di sa dwuma no papa
more games village.
Hey, Chama Jemina, Yentimanya Games Village. It's say Ka Games Village in Bemana ye fopa di ama yenuanom Africa for now mobile. Na unfortunately no aban ehye ya waye efa Games Village a wo Legon ho no. O hwe ya ekoso no a ene games a be koso 2024 no a na sa arrangement we nyina ntimi nya ready. Enti ema ye change strategy no se sadia ye bemma yenuanom other hotels enti me no ka say omo bani nyina beda hotels ewo Accra ha ye hotel bi to say Alisa Hotel ye no ma yenhye ya teams ne beda ho Accra City Hotel, Holiday Inn Hotel, college hotel unimo
there
physicians
okay well Ridge roundabout
on my very nice facility, very accessible,
nice.
Yeah, Marina Hotel also Osu, and Airport West Hotel. About 18 hotels are more Ajipenia or more Boye are host to 967 athletes and officials. These are persons.
That's a lot of people.
967, yes.
Persons coordinating almost 1,000 people. I had their notion. Now hotels ya okay na omo disability friendly rooms, washrooms, lifts, staircase. Almost any many na.
Yes, Chairman. Betumaka say 100% fully accessible. Some of the hotels we honor you can see say womo ayade omo akra no em so no monye proper assessment who say very accessible.
Okay.
Betimi aka the bit say African Regent. They have very good accessible accommodation.
Okay.
Into omo there and baby to say college hotel they say very accessible.
Okay.
Em say you have the care planning senka you use anakazu ye papa Dagwood Mills the facility na wo ebri no
tutu
ye ni omo ko kan ma wo mo start a investment to change a lot of things at their own cost at the facility.
Okay.
Now international for no technical officers ne ba no on be inspection no the reason why at last minute omo di twa enonumu and say almost distance to Accra and then to Weja. And no, athletes should not spend more than 45 minutes in transport. Yes, I know a fatigue on my breath. Time on be refreshing for the game near you. Kahone a very good serene environment near you, but unfortunately Kahone be good. Senka Boteman facility now ready. They are buying air, and they say now ready there. Ghana will now be one of the countries where Africa ha you can international sports. You bet me at the NCC say yes.
Obviously, Ote Eden Heights Kwame. So Kwame, it's not just the traffic. The road is horrible. The road from the main road is unusable. I live there. Have they thought about it?
Meaning baby worker. On say offer West Hills Mall hono. West Hills Mall hono. Road not that West Hills Mall where they call Eden Heights. It has been fixed. The road has been fixed. I used it just 4 days ago. Me ko hono. Me nim se nipa no afa sa road no so pan. Say a month ago dia me ne ya adwene. Was at the filling station between the West Hills Mall and I think Total Fillings, the KFC hono. Sa road na what sa mfimfin hono. It has been fixed. And yeah, me da ban say the call for games in here, you know, and Eden Heights for now so engage Abayama road no it has been fixed. Branch left to Hona. I know there's a small rough road in there. In 50 meters. I know there many shows I know it should be an issue because no crash on a good supermarket blue horse. Met back as a road on there. 4 days ago I used it. I buy affixes our road.
Obviously the roads to Eden Heights has been fixed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, in Timua Motisa area hono. Didi Beba area hon next month. Agudie African Para Games from the 3rd to the 12th of September. 22 countries in Yano. Obia yeah the same sport. Wheelchair basketball, wheelchair tennis, amputee football. Obia Bobby.
Dabi ebinum amputee football nko and no qualify. Countries like say no Africa hanede. Omo qualify for the training na bit say Nigeria, South Africa, Morocco, Algeria, Egypt. Omo no there omo investment was sports no greater. Omo no they are participating. Ghana is also a part of the 3 countries as a host nation, and at the same time, quality, qualified at that. So this is also a qualification to Paralympic Games in Paris. Next year, Nyameya Adomwa, as the president of the African Paralympic Committee, this is also a big platform and area, Mesoso, Ama Africa, are increasing the numbers to the Paralympic Games. Most often, the games we say, a tourist. But this time you perceive increase the numbers 1 2 yes I perceive it me show say yes Africa we were able to get the qualification from our soil and yes be you 2 free call Brazil and you acquire competition and you qualify this time we are doing it from Africa.
My final question maybe Samuel say Professor Joseph Osafo a chance me choice so baby say bibi anobeke bibi and I me say me dey share Dennis Miracles so about chance but some sports, you know, I na TV so especially Paralympics, you know, and other such games. You who indoor, you who indoor especially basketball, you who indoor. But as I hear, they been outdoor, me boy.
Eden Heights near indoor.
Eden Heights basketball near indoor.
Indoor because I'm facility near indoor.
Okay.
And tennis, because from board and no cost near anything. I don't know. You been across outdoor. You have a very good facility.
Facility you good. Nintia me bisa san say you anu me amedi dem no. Say whether na nkoboa na nsuo to ane ende.
Asam no waka no.
Yeah.
I don't know. You beduru ho. Cheba de no say aban na da romanti. You see baby fefe obotema ho.
Di nwie.
Oh you be wie.
By September ni nwie.
You be wie nyame ya adom a December.
Na make September.
What's my work? It was a logistically, you know, a part of the plan. Say, you be making sure say you create a shirts, other routes, maps, or you day a aluku bonne, other materials be creative. Bibi or no more. Obi athletes, no engagement and be easier. Am I in na?
What about sponsorship? Ninya Ayedin kakra. How about vendors? Or more person beton idea, or more person. Marketing maybe or I don't know more BB.
Yes, because we acquire first of its kind in Ghana and you know, what we have decided is even there are no gate fees to the events.
No gate fees.
Gate fees because we think that this is another way I able to me promote to para sports against stigma. people can have the free will to come and watch it, appreciate the sports, na omatumi enya opebi e de aboa enti say bia woton wade a enhyehyeye ebe wo facility ni nyina a oba ye maju sika bia betimi de onia ma aba ho na obi a obeba ho bia say oba be support no oso watimi aye wodwuma
na eno sa no obefa he
eno no sa no so no na de ye adwene so ne say eno so be boa ma agencies na o be support as sponsor no omo so ya no mo pe the crowd no say nipa ne beba a follow sports no eti adwene ni nyina nso ntini ayese we no nyade a ye bema obi atua gate fee ana mo ton ade say ye nua numu ya mo jejira kwa ton ade ubetimi aba but hye wo ho no mo a wose wo fam na ya accredit wo kama na wa address kama sponsors ni bi ntade ye kra be mo ahye bi na ososo yetima ye ne fefefe na nkoye se we ahye blue we ahye green we ahye yellow wo ye ma me kra na be hye watade kama
no. Is there a number? Is there a website on bedding? Obi TSC no pesa contact on bedding.
Yes. Chema Jira Medasi. It is Obi Pese Oba na Obeboa na o sponsor ya. A year your number si Obi to me afre na yabuano no so etimi abedi juma na ebeboa amono so na juma etumpon. Chairman a year number si meme de ana me number no mrepiniana busy sa intimate se we num de omo de designate wo se wo mo emwa na wo mo enhwe na udwumadi a oba na na ya bedi no etimi akonkan ye opese wo frɛ ye marketing department no a wo mo numbers ne ye 0303 ye 941 235 and ye 0242 726 287. Mesa can be opesa oba now sponsor ye oboa ye numbers
and also opesa ye
vendor numbers near 0303 941 235 and now set 0242 726287. Chairman General, these are the numbers obi pese oboaye na oye aduma obetumi afreye.
Professor Joseph Osafoye, head of Center for Aging Studies. Prof Machin.
Come Joso.
Me da sinu adaje.
Me nyaji pass ma betu me nu na come back all African games no.
Yes.
African games here different. We have para games.
Able Olympic and aye dey para disabled.
Yeah. Where you dey my Legon?
Legon here next year.
Oh,
But also a question about me a board member of the
I'm fantastic. Come here as aesthetics. In fact, offer Upongulu. Na offer new total no. On say o my new total bi offer wa. Ekwani nyina ebushu nso hu plant grow.
Yeah.
In between the concrete and it's just grow and I'm say and I make us say bia o say what can hold the end.
Yes. I me say o ka ba bia dey billboards na sisi no.
On say offer Upongulu. So as you drive you take the
right.
Yes. And it's not nice at all.
We the way na can dey me say empany for by di hu djuma. Operations, me better operations and him now.
Come here fupa like
fupa.
Yeah, and even saying plant and grow in between the concrete. It keeps going up.
Not good enough.
It's not good enough.
It's not good enough.
So I say honey be
na say so to no turn into
ma. But we dey am say grow ya chekaka. Oh yes yes. But come in the part I'm interested in which is
the
until we know one year what wheelchair.
Yes, disabled persons with disabled.
Yes, but I like the way I can say all kind of trees on my dema. Yeah, I say persons who are sitting in wheelchair. I think me penisa. And the woman want to wheelchair munra and be here to me back.
Yes.
And I'm be treated.
You were teams were hard. You were Oma were more air sports no harder.
Okay.
And now we should see an opportunity. Obi a wotie na owo a family member or person encouraging no.
Okay.
Obi timi afreye numbers here the two na near timi I enroll omo onto the program.
Okay. And to come my question, I made me here. And beyond technical bench said coach ni ade no pamocho map psychological services so amona.
Exactly. You were medical team wa omo ye solely in charge of how to manage psyche, mentality, health-wise. BBR.
And I also medical team.
Yes, sir. On sir, we classify them as medicals.
And the psychologists come.
Psychologists come.
But you be some man.
You will be.
Sir, sure?
Yes, I'm the head of the institution. Yes.
Come on, say me boss. Sana here call in Africa. Yes, yo. Psychologists can't say Obianka. Entina me boss. Sana say.
On say, my baby o person on that. Yeah, not most often no. Yeah, na. Nina sika some family related issues na deba.
Okay.
And when you go to camp, per diem issues, money issues, family related family issues near you, it is very important. And then there, unia, you have a problem. And most of the countries know mobile. They come with sometimes two or three, and depending on the number, no, because a country like South Africa is coming with about 55 delegation.
55.
Egypt is about 92. So they have big squad. You need people who easily understands what is going on. And then you are very, very, very right.
But Mr. And I understand the point you are making, Pass. Logistics needs to 70 ideas sometimes can constrain your effort.
Yeah.
But come here, maybe say almost what you say, if you are and you say you know some of our PhD students, Kwame,
yes,
can do this voluntarily.
Yeah.
And it's one of the things I'm telling you. Because of you or per se or the bois.
It's true.
Or per se or the bois. It's just a way of also acquiring some skill.
Yeah.
And one of them, Samuel Yosem, for example, in fact, that's the area of his research.
Okay.
Yes. He's working on psychology and sports science. I mean, sports performance. And he's already on campus now. Okay, one Eboa team on campus.
Yeah.
Legon campus. He's very good. I mean, I used to work with Legon sports director.
Yes.
And I'm recommending.
So Dr. Bello is the director of sports. He is responsible for this.
And Dr. Bello, if you are listening, you know.
Dr. Bello is the director of sports on
Dr.
the
Bello,
LOC. Yes.
And on pass it. So these are some of the things. They be one in Sikakra.
Yes, it's true.
But some of our PhD students, they want an opportunity to say, obey to me as exactly. And to say, in the process, no, I must say, some you never to a and you're on cast one.
On cast one, yeah.
But I think
everybody try for a exam.
I think that we should open up some of these things. Some of our young people.
Yes.
Or more because you can say,
it's true.
And gradually, I want to say, also the first time I hear you.
First time, in Ghana.
I think we should.
The first time in Africa.
There you are. Take out Dr. Bello, my friend, my number. Say, your man, baby.
Accra 2023 African Para Games from 3rd to 12th September. Na Ura Samson Dean, our president, African Paralympic Committee, and I didn't train common or say on Accra Sports Stadium, Eden Heights, and a Magdan Park, and a UPSA Park and so. Na Team Ghana wo ye be wheelchair basketball, wheelchair tennis, and an amputee football. Samson, then I beka dey try to.
Chairman General, we dey proposal been am dey ma say an appeal am dey ma wa ankasa.
Ite?
Say obetumi aboa ye na wa wunuanom ne yabusuafo ya omoda state institutions ya no yi. Opon a we dey metra office ona me no wa marketing ne ba ko bu kakra na we dey wo chairman wunya frɛ o mo first straight
Chairman General
me first straight because wunya cat pet was okay chairman ya tia say the committee no
na
lectures ni nyina so masesa ni nyina badada
o ma me tumi a me nibi
chairman on say
it me be ma one direct person co-chief of staff
chief of staff ya where
menka so nya me se kono ho
okay
na ka che ne se obeka no Kokrokoo na me se Ghana fo nyina etie se ye ma me frima oba abadaye oba wotema
yes
ka che se me se yes se na ye ma me do something yes se na
do something
because ono no fa phone na before you die ono na se ofa phone no or yes have phone calls na asase be wo so kakra
chairman am me lead
Mama lead.
Me call fast.
Mama lead.
My friend New Ibrahim Eje or Jubilee House.
Aha. Call yeah, my chief of staff.
Me that's it.
Me sure pass knowing her.
Yeah.
Obewa.
Me that's it.
Hmm.
I mean shout.
Unsha so. Na the nyambe bregana except that ebiana senior medical can ebiana mo de wuro man kofonti asie but African Para Games, that's a big deal.
Chama the crata ba last week.
And I said anything out here.
Aha.
Also, the crata by out
here. Yes.
Sharp.
It is a jingles near who a union TV in our some bomb the romance.
And in your meeting.
Chama Yamin
And Shams. Something here that say. Something is the president of the African Paralympic Committee. Now, on Sony Dream Training, yes, she say, you be the very first ever Ghana African Para Games. Ebium
Peace FM.
Edum Januum
Peace FM. 104.3.
Yep.
Good to meet you.
Prof.
Yes, sir.
Me who watch it?
I say what I'm want to say.
Oh, Prof Mio.
Kwame say Auku ti wakaje say.
Sami Auku.
Sami my friend fo.
Hey. Oh, and it is normal.
Normal. Auku ya smart.
Who friend Sami Oku wanfa?
My son message when we my son Sami so we asamato. I am a fra for why? And to come catch him.
Sami Oku friend wanfa.
Sami amfa.
Eh normal.
Sami ba Sami so. Sami mommy promises. Sami friend amfa. Sami.
Youth.
Sami aswan.
Or former lecturer say.
Asam down so.
Asem down so.
Send message mum na me hu say wo ho na le o e die Sami. Comment ya hu ye na em say yeguso obra no yepem so na nse na me tete die ekoso West African sub-region ha
Niger ni emunsem say.
Kwame mu say our region is gradually becoming unstable.
It's always been, Prof.
But you baby na ayesa no ayi kakra.
It's always been.
And recently die said ye AC kofa no. Me dem ka say die ku nsem kra die atwam. But still am. Was a miracle story. Because the kuku die maybe ya call in West Africa die. Emrofu die brabo die mai. Yengani say the black man is capable of managing his own affairs. And I answer any kind.
Sani kind.
Na fedie then we are capable of managing our own affairs. And rather we are demonstrating capacity in mismanaging our own affairs. We are rather demonstrating the opposite.
Prof. I didn't know and straightforward so.
Oh, na Kwame enti hifo na I'm from Negusu.
Kwesi Bronika ho.
No ka ho a ote ha.
Ontia but nintini wa ha.
Nintini wa ha.
I know micromanage.
Na how Kwame how can you
Prof, for example, Bebia yenyini adui.
Yes.
Does it make sense to say France, edi euro, currency their friend euro. Now French West Africa, edi CFA France.
So these are the issues, Kwame.
Now say on sign agreement. Say French speaking West African countries in Yina. Almost central bank. Omu music in Yakubu Paris.
Hey!
Intina Côte d'Ivoire, the Bia French for micromanager. Omusika omunyina Dodwana Eco France Central Bank.
And the Kwame, so the question is this. And then I make say the black man is capable of managing his own affairs.
But he is not managing his own affairs.
Exactly. Intino, we are rather demonstrating capacity in mismanaging our own affairs. We are showing that. And he said, oh, Makwai, na obitini krum. Ono si kan we jaya. Na ne de de ma say fire trade, fire juma. No manage you, ni enso ye hwa. Hadwene. Enya make say West Africa ha no. Yenya independence bebre enya nde. Nanso yana obita ka say whatever is not managed well is mismanaged. Na edu baby a enye obina a mismanage you. Come, the greatest disservice to your own self is self-mismanagement. Say one kasano ye do abara about the amount. When you need what's now we chain, what's now on chain, webubra, ako school, or modi musika hell, wako winim. Kwame o ware ya, uguzuba mo nchebeje akwama.
So Oma make sure say wa ware nso udidi omodem.
No, who has made sure? Who say Kwame onipa the human condition, the search for independence, say me pese me dimi hosono. It must correspond to the readiness for responsibility. And he say me pese me ko me pese me fifi on say no Kwame. I want to be on my own. I say when you feel this rush of energy of autonomy. Say, hey, my bravo, I want to live it. But then you become aware and say, hey, Jack, my bravo wants miniska. Minika show.
Into Nikasha, let's so you go back.
Exactly. Mini Adriano, Mini Dion, any idea. Brother Obeka said, now I want to move. No, not just say that interest and strong edge in you say you want to be independent. No, and none will desire to be responsible. Echo. What person we independent? The desire to be independent, must move together with the
corresponding state of responsibility.
Exactly, of responsibility. Now, and none, I hear me say, we are not doing well on that at all. Say, a subcontinent. And the Ghana, 66 years after independence. Now, certain basic, maybe you so brahma. Yeah, brahma. Yeah, now, Obisa was a. And Tina Obrano, San Yebuna Naya Sheda.
Yeah, legends.
yeah, legends. In mismanagement.
Yeah.
Come here, legends. Now, before coming, we come down. Come on, say, you come on, I tell you on suicide near the end. Say next month,
somebody can just say, "My ready."
Time for now. Now, when you say, you center here, me want to see,
Center for Aging Studies.
Yes. When you say, center, so no. Our interest back up, yes, our interest back up, but interest pan say, yeah, share 1 year any. Now, come in say 1 year in power, almost suicide and so far.
Because you see, at a point, loneliness, a depression,
emptiness,
regret. Back your friends say, dementia, Alzheimer's. Yes, it's only a man in our bar. It's me, my adrenal
easily.
And
this our center, is the only of its kind in Africa. Now, we conducting research.
Yes.
Now, you're developing interventions. Now, you're training crowd for gerontologists. One a be one a juma. Now, Omako Akoboa, Sancrophone. And the woman say, some catcher was a psychology, me do a chiana Ujane. Your masters in counseling, aging studies. And they will say, we dig the bottom. I know the good news. I don't know. Yeah, they advertise a course not this year. And
yeah, advertise Kokrokoo.
Say October Yaoba. And the first class, you better record it. Kwame or class. Yeah, I better record it. Now, when you know Ucha. Oh, yeah, I'm once and I feel as a matter.
Prof.
As a come here, very back.
Say, we are Juma man say,
Edio.
Say, Ubie nya si. Now also kunya si biya so gun so abon. It's Obia si. Obia si. Oh, your standard problem. As a miracle, as a miracle, it's like a miracle, so we not obinuna. It's like a animal. If the highest for class C, and I was soon see you. Yes, you check. I want to say, personal, your population is also invested. Madame for be a or deep on the panel or more than idea. Those days near population resource on notice board. Until Okon Akobe. Now, no about by and say, Charlie, you know fire crowd. Charlie, why are you crowd? What you see you? No, you're the more. I check him. Yeah. Charlie, you can see my business. I say, I get some A minus. Oh my God, no, bro. Oh no.
Unpublished we now. Udin come. Make index 10161151.
Any okay pa?
Okay, index number 10161151.
It took qua.
Now
we index number. It's a no. That's what about F gra. No, what's that?
Miracle, I ban Marian.
Obi it's a beer on now for 4 no close.
Exactly.
But I don't know to you know. You share I didn't rough.
Let me.
The idea should team.
They say yeah, quite just
it took alcohol.
They say in publishing is
what boy F crowd
it's published for you call MIS abun say wow the net onaja
Then online.
what they share online
Where no ye.
what they share on boko na first na eh no what dibli kaberu na obo akwa no na nyesi no and on American does when you see how him show ezi kwa me age no de me your ambassador
Prof.
enyinya na age no me kai when I was 20 years old.
Oh.
Say me could 51 years. And many by time 60 years.
Yeah, and Kokrokoo there.
We also say, oh, may you grow, may you live 100 and so.
Now, do you know what it means to grow and live 100 and so?
And 1 year a course be your aging studies.
Yeah.
Mr. Remo, Center for Aging Studies. Here the course EBA. Here the Masters in Aging Studies EBA. MBA. And here the Masters of Philosophy in Aging Studies and so EBA. And here the PhD in Aging Studies and so EBA. Nya nunkwa make us say yenya accreditation for Masters of Arts. Center for Aging Studies no and no and ebi roll out. Until ya fear te ya mon check. The tom forms no. I'm a class captain. Me declare class captain ahead. Kwame a class captain. And Kwame a class captain. And me you
Prof.
No me you hands and
pressure with the other.
So pressure me say can't tell Papa say me say me use Papa so aka ho.
Make Professor Day. Or the pressure too Kwaku me Kwaku ba ko so game pa those days. And I mean, they bomb my dear name film. And I could go back. First semester, semester near the end 1 year, no.
And it's about 3-4 months.
And the first semester, no. A drew baby not quanti. Quanti no. Oh, yeah, na. I say, look, Ojam, man is aging, no, moon tomorrow.
I can't say, wait, something program with you.
I say, quanti or the class. When I say, also more from kitting. Why bing.
Why
you want to go for you?
Cognitive decline.
Also, I say, man is aging. Oja Muntum.
And I go baby fire. Catch Uncle say, media idiot with me. I say, Uncle, Uncle go 60 plus
69.
What? Oh, Uncle, you are blessed. Uncle, in fact, this course is for you. You know, I am paying for it. Or you MA in counseling and giving your experience. But I am a class captain.
Oh,
now, where do you come? Me when you try, me ana me ba.
And any problem?
Never be problem. So, I gonna want to come here try.
Sa pepe na mencha. Oba be kase.
Maybe we want try na menka.
I want to be so mencha. Because you make me say prof. I na mencha. Wo say oyade.
I me make us oyade.
Oyade problem.
Comment and then a case when I died no so.
And commando does one pay, but but you say bit me around up to Nyama you know. Bank of Ghana. Share the state of economy matters arising. IMF Ediabetu just say 60 billion now you say a loss no. Bank of Ghana Sebi omunye boni. Na ewiase afene nyina sikasem. Ane senia Bank of Ghana kasa kan say enya say sebi omwadi ska no. Na mum they had an option either to save the economy or to crash it. Inti edru ha omne the bank of last resort. Say omanye nyomo ye amfa mwaye mina ebia na baby ejina no nka yinya baby kwa nyina sei.
Okay.
Enkasa. So share daily guidance so moye kakra afa kakra ha. Say IMF has come to the aid of the bank, absolving it from accusation of mismanagement. It believes accusations of mismanagement on the part of the central bank is far-fetched and corroborated the BOG's explanation on how the negative equity came about. Domestic debt exchange in the but National Democratic Congress don't get to a war mache binyum. You can't put don't get to but just for the sake of numbers I find it said a smaller group. Omo patch say Omuma Bank of Ghana grabbed and any two deputies 21 days. Either resign or will come and picket. I know any NDC flag bearership race and matters arising. And no any in command pay. Say what the bibi beka ho later so no wahala.
Okay.
Eti prof yetio.
Yo. Eti for me chiamu nyina.
Yeah, Joseph papa.
Yes, obi anso hwe ne ho yi.
Amen.
Say no ya na health, for health e feel ni ade nti bia.
Yeah, mobo.
Hwe ne ho yi di odi di ono. Na nyame nhyira o my Ghana so.
Amen.
Say what do we hear afemu pa the abemu say, and I've been following this conversations for it's about 6 years now.
Yeah.
Yefia say extremely critical about the managers of our economy. Say here ko yenim no yentumi create problems be a bit destroy the economy. Na ye creating this area na yede asobo na kobo sabi abrofo people are outside and they are mismanaging and they are blah blah blah. Come as well follow Professor Lumumba Kenyan
PLO Lumumba.
Yes. Obewunu say in all his submissions he's looking at African leaders and all strata of social functioning. Na so all say ability integrous life. Na yankasa yehun say we have what it takes to make our economies functional. And one more lectures are hold from Ghana to Nigeria to South Africa to Kenya to I've been following him. I think that people should make time and listen to him. And I do so not or the micromanagement free the West until obo abofunechia now on swaboyechi.
Yeah.
Say they said the utu ejamafo
or to mama
na ninyi na emu no de obeso okire ya ne se ekwan a igusu a yebu ye bra se before say Africans no say yansesemu a emboy and the issues of economic mismanagement waka ho asem waka politics say amanyon sem say yebenya da agene ye mfefo and I say opponents so to speak, but these are people that what they alternative views or they are doing for and eba maybe who say womo ye atamfo and I say we yankofo want to member na waka about the judiciary say attentrene ebe ye adwuma na efe waka so say what the leadership what the adwuma mo bia say we can sleep and be deliver and part of the lectures to be honoma resonate with your current crisis as a nation. Yenim say COVID ebesuye. Yenim say enkwa ana COVID besuye. Wiase nyina. Yenim say amaya hodo manage wo ho. Yenim say ebi nso mismanage wo ho. Yenim say following after that no Ukraine war and so ebekan. Yenim say beyond these huge global issues no ni maybe wo honoma na wo hodo na Ibrahim. In the some of the times me economic issues ne said Ghana ye sika semene ya members me kwa na kwame I'm not too quick to blame these factors but means me yinsu mfiri mu na mo de make can say yen kasa ye wo obra bi a yebu ansa na saa ni be nyina eba na ba ko ne say na yeri ba bi a I say nobody manages anybody obia sabe te say obia yebri bi a o emfa no ho say obi ba bi a nipa no ehwe say de obeye no yi na meka no ha sometimes be say a nation building is not done through magical manipulation.
It's deliberate.
It's deliberate. It's intentional. And it's a wankasa usiba juni pose o mai beguna. I'm telling you, say there is no angel that can salvage it.
Yeah,
I bet me a guno. Ya mai yebetumi eguno na ya se no na ya bon na ye banana republic ena ya so betumi aka say there baby your mind e kono ebusa for mommy let's set up ya very intentional ya hwe sectors are malfunction no na hu what has been our contributions ama these sectors aren't working na ya nkasa yembu ye ho aten ba me ba so for say bu ye ho atan onyankopon bu yaten so self judgment and self-reflection is key. Na yankasa you say baby akuri Bank of Ghana case bay. Na maybe mene so na niji national issues wanti. Yeah, domestic politics. Discuss was ana. And make us say meno ena sikariba buni e kan asema. I don't rush to condemn. Say no madam here I am person me nyabo kakra. Because it be in their bid. Come on say let's move it from Ibia the big economy. May my analogy just explain this. Sometimes in your home, say bribi etochima na obe manage adienwa. Your oversensitive response to adiena esino can cause you to mismanage yourself in the process. And yes adieno opesa say no. Na mumu ebra de see no ahopepremu no wasa ebribi.
So you need sober minds.
Exactly. And you know mete no I also began reading around and blah blah blah. So of course a lot of the economic policy by when the Minister of Finance was trying to as it were redeem the economy, and some of the steps I'm taking in me economists, but at least I could see say ebenya other unintended impact be. I couldn't tell where that would be coming from, but a bit unintended impact be. Now me say ebina ebano. For me, my position is one. Say Bank of Ghana a bit me actually say sikaya 60 billion year ye ka say abeto hwa abeye e kai da enimi isan abs efriha say sikaya anko obia pocket mu. I don't think that e bet me aka say oh and my winti e be picketing highway. Say e bet me actually say in our bid to salvage the economy no, we have had to take bitter decisions. Now enter if you economy sometimes you forgo some things. I give you say baby now the CCB and they say to me actually say when yeah and ba sadia they said about IMF on camera
na so much ya be tie na supem
oh say na dey come fact
because say no utienya Bank of Ghana the two Ghana tienya dom keto NDC su kan ma shebedwemu a amunyi ntumo na che say edu sa level nepa na che say politics ni here no oh say anytime arguments go beyond facts, we have descended into dirty politicking. Ebribia enkomodie ne ideas say ye dey adwenkyere eye adwuma ebe free facts say evidence no kre bia ye dey free hopa na je say ye politics say be time say Bank of Ghana provide facts na yenuanom and this for who say fact yidi ekasa now so wakasa we are going beyond that. Not just say AI say yeah policy edi adne na mo no say fact no so emuda ho kruchi nse say ma factor bema obi ehunu say that we emunda ho dey of course and I encourage them say yeah mu kruchi a yebetumi apensem pensemu a obi a ho ento chima come adi bi o han matro me say in your bid to address a mess, say at the Bonnie BSc, in your bid to address a mess, self-regulation is as important as the steps in addressing the mess. Self-regulation is as important as the steps in addressing the mess.
Yes, and it's a adebi oba ujare oba and uja na egu sreso. No one for second. Would you trap maybe a obanijana night? Ubetumi a trap. Now, Mono say a trap hono. Who say you have really mismanaged the issue.
Yeah.
If we say a janino, it to me a wash it. Na ye clean. I must smell no cry a cry. Who say sabi bribi and a guho. But you could equally use a wrong approach, which is that what for second and say what they will hold the skins are obey no na when your laceration be ho na we bra ho enti if there is a mess na mess na see no your facts your no krebi e betuma kire say sa ne boni ye course yi nya ye ne yo na mom no ebra ye tu na mo ne aboa na omani sika sama ko yi no we have had to take certain bitter decisions ama boy one year plastic surgery I mean I catch and say when you you know the harvest part of your body.
Yes,
that's the point. And
the grafting
ebia grafting ye ebia ne wachi ne twa ebia na oton na osre ne yi part bi skin bi ye de atare wanim sabe wachi de wan bi hu so and the fact no ho say we harvested from here and ye de fixi we ya as I say muda ho chire be fe ama ye to me e de aka say we ni ndi ena we ni basa se sa na te dia ene na ye nuanu Bank of Ghana for no ene obi ye ha o madwene eno an say momfa mo books mbre ne hwem ya hwem kwame after all people appear before the Public Accounts Committee me boa wasa mu da hwa say obi na oni asem bia etia enti asam na say we ni ne ekoso enti ye di we ni na ye ya ne say ka be de ho say e yo mani nyina aka case close na mo say ente sa dia na che say bribi koswa esese ye ni ko ho na de ese ni ko ho say ebia na we are not doing a good service to Ghana and no na me catch me say okay in this matter no mistake me decision on the manager there no me decision say I think say you facts no say Bank of Ghana we ni buy there yes re say makase Ghana ha asemba ye nyabotre na edimrika ane mika chotentem obi wan say asay obi potone say won so akwame ye won kwa ho ye say o manaka wa ire aka mba aka mba na and sa de yon ye nyai ye ko ye nimu no o man chichire na ye chichire no ideas should prevail over emotions and biases as I say nimdie ne adwene ene adwenkyere pa etra michiwo metal wo free ha on come ho wo ye mbusuani oni party mu
ye pe to me
we must move on from there if you say
to me
it's not going to help anybody say sabi MPP for ni so say party be ho omoba will they be there forever no enti yenti saade na se na eye praye say ye de mirikatentem enti one person be picket ni ade no if you are doing picketing based on fact, quite many problem. After all, now say can say we know Minister of Finance can say debt exchange. Then on say senior citizens picketing.
Yeah,
me what? Is you right? And the picketing here, I mean, ubi any ansem. Now mo mistress say you be my facts no ayejuma. And the BOG for say I must say Bank of Ghana for not just some of the facts come out. World Bank, is that right?
Say IMF yesika sim no munim.
Enti omahu. Enti mesre ye ni no NDC for no say omo hwe fact na say mu da ho a eno de bi antumi en kan chemo say memo yesa. They also mean well for Ghana. Enti mu da ho nko ade akwa me na say make no. Politics of ideas must subvert politics of emotions and biases. And these ideas na cause there. I am all for it. After all, Makana has said, there's no NDC person, PPP person, a PNC person, BR, only the Opana say Ghana Ebebo. And Eba, oh no, I know it's not to be. And nobody wishes that our dear nation goes down. Nobody, no matter with but nobody. Obia means well. No, once we are meaning well, yes, say, Mommy and Fa Casade. Adwenkyere pa nimdie pa akoma pa emfentu ana moa eboa me hyehye Ghana yie na once we die animu a wo hwe sika sam so no wo meheso yie. We want responsibility demonstrated at all strata of national leadership. Na kwame no na on say na say Church of Pentecost say sa conference non moral vision for Ghana. Say yebenya edi bi eda ho a obi a bubere bi a wonim say obre ya mebui susun swanso ne say Ghana must be bigger than whatever I'm doing. This is me adwuma our Center for Aging Studies. Imagine me ya say the university is bigger than me and my personal interest. So na come and so here your adwuma yi wonim say company no interest no bigger as a come personal interest. And a company no so despite media group no so and say Ghana's interest is bigger than the media group. And that should be the story. That should be the song. The new Ghana no sana was here kono. And the message say inyabotre na yama fact and directly more than biases and emotions.
More than biases and emotions, Professor Joseph Osafo, Center for Aging Studies, Head of Center for Aging Studies. We'll have a deeper conversation on aging in Ghana very soon. In the meantime, Ghana Water Company, Samuti, yes, a pipe be a pipe between Abeka Junction and Kwame Abeka opposite Ben's shop Ben ECG office in Ghana Water Samutia. Yes, a pipe because say a pipe between Abeka Junction and the route to Abeka opposite the Ben's shop near the ECG office. You best say some book share. Am Prof Okasanum na obisi mincha no pay a man papa or some catch your friend Dr. Thoma Frimpon Mensa. Na Mekasa will be unipa crop. Just you chill.
Yes,
Odeshi Ajabeng says, I don't think the Bank of Ghana has done anything illegal or officials have stolen any money. The minority are only misinforming the public. Odeshi Ajabeng in Hachu. Francis Brakwa in Kumasi, the almighty IMF and World Bank have spoken, but those lambasting the BOG will never back down, especially the NDC, because we're in a political season, and so let us capitalize on anything negative to brighten our electoral fortunes come 2024. I'm not in any way trying to defend the Bank of Ghana. I think the Bank of Ghana, which is the creme de la creme of all banking institutions, did not manage its public relations very well, resulting in all of this brouhaha. It is the public relations that should be reactivated. Yao Asante in Kentampo. Well, Bank of Ghana. Over to you. How do I get in touch with Professor Safo? I need his advice on certain issues. Daniel Ochiri, Ghana East Hospital. Sisoko Center for Aging Studies, University of Ghana, Ligona. 3 years. Nana Boachin Mpokwa says, Chairman General, are you suggesting the French central government is mismanaging the economy of the Francophone countries? Compare the economy of Anglophone countries and Francophone. Look at South Africa, for example. Can they say the black man is capable of managing his own life? Please, Kwame, come again. Nana Boachi says so. The Bank of Ghana's primary role is to maintain stability in the financial system and ensure the soundness of banks, protect the interests of depositors and other stakeholders. It is important for regulators to act prudently in fulfilling these responsibilities. Eja Adam Enyan Mem says that. Which act or section of the Constitution states that when Bank of Ghana runs at a loss, the governor should be sacked or resign? Master Planner Junior Kintampo. Well, I'll leave it there with time at 22 minutes past 10 o'clock in the morning. Monday morning, August 14, 2023. And Musa Abattoir in Kumasi. The more MPP communicators try to explain BOG issues, the more they are making it worse. How does the Bank of Ghana use 97.4 million on foreign and domestic travel, 32 million on Meet the Press series, and 250 million on new office complex? Musa Abattoir in Kumasi. Miracles, Brim.
Senior.
Yes, sir. Morning, Biom. Bokwadia.
Divine selection.
Ampa. Enwa.
Many so tell me they can be.
There can be a bonus.
Oh yeah. Normally, me what me not left and right. I say you. You sorry, you want me jamming answer.
Now him say John answer.
Aye, there could be wrong. And no other the solution, brother. You tell me your own. Me sorry, me to be kai. Problems be pa, ne challenges be. Some time ago, about what came. Now what do you know? And say, so how we did going to be a solution? Now I had a year so crazy. But I can't tell you, who could say they free. Yeah. It's the beer trouble.
Yeah.
The beer.
Just in your miasm.
To the beer with me to your solution. Now we young show. I'm mad ever second. Over that. I dare cheer the busy.
Which is true. Maybe life goes on.
In your problems, we are dealing with this. I probably just solution.
Yes,
that's it, yeah. 18 Yamini Danase.
Amen.
But the same
Minia Baku Patrick Horney, ATL Cape Coast. Patrick Horney, good morning to you from Accra. Hope you have a good one. Yes, meet you.
Senior, I think say before I come as a crown, you better Greater Accra, Ashanti region, Western, Central, and the Eastern regional executives. Greater
Accra, Ashanti region, Western, Eastern, Central.
Dr. Mahmoud Baumiada, from the polling station executives to electoral area coordinators.
Banky or flag bearer ship matters who are now episode Didika.
Some don't want to why now? Almost you. Didika and don't want to why had to make it because in the past, you know, a quite almost first home there, vice president, and not FKK. You do a backup for some.
Marty, since now, so we win them and our bet was.
We don't there, maybe it's here. Be your genuine. Oh, senior, and what someone can you do? I mean, you see, whatever is happening today, no, a call I could see in summer if the year 2020, a better money, a buy way, and me, they be a make say, a choir, none of them could for the net, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia buy way. At the Ghana Afaso from 2020 to 2023, no, and then in but I can tell you, say, in the very near future, in this same room, we'll be discussing it. There, Yana said normally, no, see, yeah, cannot at that time, bro, Bruni Besena, I had belated. 200 Kakra and Senior Bank of Ghana, Opako Hill more reports in more books. 2017, I buy Uncle Bank of Ghana and Jiske and Free. 2018, Abaya Ankoho. 2019, Abaya Ankoho. It was in 2020, COVID by anymore. Abaya Ankoho. Ekoje support from BOG. 2021, Abaya Ankoho. 2022, and Abaya Ankoho. This basically comes to confirm the long-standing position of government. Say our economy was doing very, very well and was on the growth path between 2017 and 2019 until COVID came. Yakasa, yakebi almost na bibia COVID, no say bibia COVID. But the figures and the facts clearly show say bibi shunku bi see. And that within the period na bibi shunku bi any hono, we were doing well. Ana 2017 yanko, ana 2018 yanko, senior, ana 2019 yanko, ana 2020 between January and June yanko. It was because our economy was disrupted by situation who be that in the last 120 years. The last time a BC, you know, Spanish flu time. In fact, me you say Ghana ha, e bet me kind nipa be 50 almost year. Almost experience Spanish flu. But that's what we experienced. At the end of what you experience, you know, anka yen ko ampo na anka to yen. Anka bia ye okwa be fa so the best source e be the best so no senior omo ye ni omo didwa edigita ho nyina were affected enu nti baby esese ye tumi ko didwa ni ye tumi nya sika be boy ho bra ni nyina no omo nyina do omo adwuma ni omo nyina egu fam so the supply chain of the global economy it was disrupted yakasa yaka but the figures clearly show say ampa every single thing shocks I experienced in Biano was within that period.
Ebiana more can but engine.
But say you see our figures in the way. And 2017, 2018, 2019 yanko build. And 2021 yanko. Because okay say in 2021, a lot of countries started seeing glimpse of recovery. And then somewhere late 2021, November, December, they started challenges, especially when there's war. The friend is saying Russia-Ukraine war is starting around August, September 2021. And then somebody disrupting Yama. Senior, these are facts. Sanyama we say, yeah, can I say one to boys and one far chronological way to still make any year. Obama opposition political party, no. To try and you any. Me say, Embrani was the middle of COVID now. This government was doing everything possible to make sure that we don't experience what Italy, Spain, and the rest experience. Where was the opposition? At some point, Grandpa and Yaka and Colantri, your man got the MBU school and Colanco. Sometimes, in teacher Foka. Over 400,000 SMEs in a war, my women are buying with this game a warm. Even private school teachers, Grampo, at some point, this government spent money on private school teachers to make sure, say, ebe tomu kakra in the middle of crisis. She unplanned and unbudgeted for expenditure in the health sector. She the number of additional health professionals we had to recruit. Even retirees, Grampo, at that point had to come back. Me, I was a municipal chief executive, prof. And I tell you, say, your budget within that year, no, you're fine, you can't say the bay. A crop on do baby, no, not take a quashi, empire, what saying. Into do baby, no, your cook up man school near Copom, which was almost a Kufu house, dormitory blocks in my
Miami school. Yeah, your school.
Yes. And
so, on school, man.
When they see a problem,
on school,
and it's the only school. Yeah, secondary.
David, yeah, secondary.
You come my school.
Yeah. Prof. PO Box 99. A crop crap.
Because I know.
Yes. So the only house in the Kufu house.
There be any a champion house.
Now come
a champion house. And a founder's house. No, this school buy no.
So which is the best house?
Founder's house.
Yeah, house.
Now you see school no.
Room. Room mom. No see house.
No sir.
Yes.
Me my district. When I was a municipal chief executive, at some point there, you call private individuals so. Ne ajomu fie. Okwa o say this all renovate. Entini afa ban sika. Ne dey acquire sa renovation no. We were buying beds and mattresses unplanned for. We were feeding people who in Kokrokoo here. Senior sa okaya. They are form fi airport pay. They don't call M Plaza.
Yeah.
If you remember.
M Plaza African Regent.
Yes. And we're paying the hotel for every day sleep and feeding them morning, afternoon, evening. Maybe people have forgotten. So that's kind of free. And to okape normally they trivialize it. Normally so and I saw senior Bekaya lockdown feeding kakrebino. And I'm saying that wasn't the issue. You remember at some point, you never found Wufi airport or you tested positive. Okay, you know your banker. Even those in our municipalities, grandpa and mom, we self-quarantine, we're sending them resources for them to live on. Because you didn't want a situation where we say, "Me need their medi, intermediate, me pia kwa bonti ya kope their medi." So when they even self-quarantine in their homes, the government was giving them resources to live on. The top provisions. We have forgotten. Senior, you remember the early days of COVID? Those were the times I can't say when you're COVID crying. Me, my municipality, I'm telling you, my constituency women organizer. Odimatam your video for baby. Are they? I know for my money, you know what I say? Those times now when health ministry is announcing, they will say a young lady so and so age returned from Belgium has been identified. Say. You remember the early days? That was how COVID was.
Yeah,
exactly.
Unfortunately for me, that description they buy, you know, now fitting a pepe.
No, we're too quiet.
What too quiet about office our country name say or say hey, but they didn't to about me. I didn't mention his name. The emergency team, no, announced say this was our first case in the municipality. Until somebody returned from so and so country, that. Until as we speak, we are managing the situation. Into be our maintain. You know that's how health ministry was announcing the thing. Me say yes, I'm ketwa. Sometimes now usro kra say bobodi. Now me COVID me nya 20 times I'm eating. Sometimes we say ya kato so pe no be edwane.
Obi edwane efiri ho.
But people like this, you know, we were spending money on them. The government was spending on them. The government was building emergency facilities across the country. Chips compounds. We had to quickly look for money and boost these chips compounds to levels. Senior, we had to buy thermometers, buy oxygen, buy beds for hospitals. Later, if you people have lost weight. People were rather dying from malaria and typhoid. You know why? Because the hospitals were more concerned with the COVID cases. The malarias and typhoids were remaining at home. So in a lot of the municipalities, our responsibility then the government gave to us and they said we should boost the CHIPS compounds and the health centers so that they can handle the malarias and the typhoids. Then the hospitals like the Tetekwashi and Kono can handle the COVID cases. Look at me, my area. All the way to Medina. we hold no be about.
If
there's no district hospital in Adente. There's none. Until all of them were moving towards Tetekwashi. Every Ekwapem South Tetekwashi or Tetekwashi. So we have about 6 municipalities in the district. Omoba Tetekwashi Memorial Hospital. We didn't have the capacity. What it meant was that we had to overrun and outrun ourselves. Government had to buy Veronica buckets for even private institutions to encourage people to wash their hands. Government was buying. Government was buying hand sanitizers and giving it for free.
Veronica bucket.
At some point, government. Yes. At some point, Abai had to contract institutions in the factories omo traditional business and your sanitizer to produce more. I'm telling you, I don't come money idea.
I don't go.
Angel money idea.
Yeah.
We had to get.
Angel, that's your friends. I don't. Angel, I don't go. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. We had to fund. Abai had to buy. We have forgotten. Secondary schools, government had to spend millions. We have forgotten. Basic schools, oko school ni ma akole bia ye bema no e friend say nose mask ni ensa. Ni ama na hand sanitizer. Esisa buy money bi. We have forgotten. We had to buy thermometer guns for public institutions. Thermometer guns about beginning no. Na almost about 10,000 to 12,000 if you remember.
Yeah. Baako ya what they
shield no.
Shield.
Glass shield na educated.
Government had to buy
200, 300.
Government had to buy. Because at that point, you know, it's not enough for government to say hohoronsa for seminar ye hohoronsa. Debi, say government, if government wanted people to actually comply there, government had to provide it. It's government provided. Lorry parks. Obeko trotro station no. Then the page na watch check mask. And man crofos or munche.
Yeah.
We have forgotten. We built hospitals and clinics and health centers within 6 months. We have forgotten. Where was the money coming from? What was government supposed to do? Government was supposed to pretend as if once there's no money, there's nothing to do and allow people to die. Within the short period of 4 months, that means I COVID bear 4 times. Hey. Because I was supposed to be in the line of fire. Oh, I do one near Fro, be a frozen name. Na no one drop na odi emika untumi fed district health director on Nkwankwo. You remember when the thing came, nobody really knew how this whole thing was. It is okobi na me call 2 days 3 days na me nya COVID na ma beda ho 5 days na me ho atom na me sign ko na me nya COVID. Within that period of 2020 me nya COVID by 6 times. If you really wanted to intervene and help, car crab be nipa no efini fie e dey hospital no, we have to provide.
Municipality.
Yes, the health directorate in our municipality. Onya case obefro chief. Almost say MFO bi wo friend say tinkon. You have to provide them. You had we have to marshal secondary schools cars and the buses for the health directorate. We have forgotten. These are things that happened in a period.
It's like you have also forgotten so to treat.
You refer home. When we na niema esi ye wambra na yem planning yo. What the one year frost onu ye last week. You down for back pa. E pese me boni di. E du mo GCB. Ni ye to one ye kai owu ya owu M Plaza.
Oh sir?
Yes. Owu ye COVID cool no M Plaza. Me ne kasa Tuesday. Thursday ne friend say we.
That's painful.
Tuesday no on yare o. Thursday ne friend say we. That is how bad the situation was. That's how people died. It is and don't forget, the president knew, say we didn't have resources for that situation. Enti obekaya or say, ebusia for baby you doing there, you hear resources. You can say you dream sika ho a, one sha nipa bebrebe den ebewu. Na mum so obi wu a ye nimu ekwan ye befa so a ye de ne bebe den ebe say ba nkwam. Na mum economy ni de say esay pansam kra. You think the president didn't know that we didn't have budget for that emergencies? He knew that we didn't have budget to recruit the health professionals we recruited. On him say any budget, Emma, sad a friend is saying, allowances na health professionals at that time. No him say any budget for it. Because we had to save lives. Because in Kokrokoo who And I make say when we enwu, so mami enwu, so when who the situation we found ourselves in during the COVID time, and now the better politics. But if you were in some of us our situation, and I would do when people were lying on the floor, oxygen, our man normal dafema, and yes, a hospital and it's more deal, nemo onimpa, and Kabet what it is that the government had to do in 2020. Offer wa down for Dr. Bia all to me wow because in pano I am ma ebini ho. That is how bad our situation was. Edu baby no oko pot kra empa belt no ye pia nkofo private people crafty abrotre sa edu kra clearing kra aban kra nwe hu kra say den ye de wo da munyimra ne emfa nkofo nda so. Enti se ne ya yes how no mani nyina Ghana ha till date go and read all reports online. Ghana remains one of the countries that best managed COVID in the world.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, now then, I said the reports are there. WHO have said it. To date, concerted efforts are the private sector, public sector institutions, the collaboration between the security, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Health, it started as one of the best. Private sector. Now even see how private sector even contributed towards the fight. The fight against COVID. We did all of this because we had to curtail the pandemic. And you want to you no CCA to me so no until all of a sudden you pretended to say. But the good news is say Ghana for no go through that situation. They have not forgotten. So you can do all the politics. Over to my politics, no partisanship. But Ghana for now almost experiencing situation in him say I buy way there. Sabano COVID management and there. This government has done this country a lot of good. And in the future, maybe not today, maybe not 10 years from now, maybe 20 years from now, in the future, every single person that lived between 2020 and now would remember the Nana Akufo-Addo and the NPP government.
Yes, and no question COVID create problems. Obi say na area midwife na no unya allowance no cre. Obi so say miracles for free water and free light ka ho. Or say a friend Makofi Nijuban. But Obi so say in spite of we no Jitum said there was also mismanagement.
Yeah, you see, one of the biggest thing to do in this world is to speculate. One of the biggest crime against democracy, let me put it that way, is to speculate. Okay, say mismanagement. No one must specifics. Is it not true? Say allowances near the man midwives ne nurses no na any budget when they say for free baby. Is it not true? Say near my you provide the intervention you provide the any budget and they say for free baby. Is it not true? Say edu baby no na ehiafo a omo ye menial jobs no. Factories near they are to me nkwaduma and so to your light bill. I yes you be trying the light bill mu and until a bank casa or money free. Is it not true? You need budget yes free baby.
Now how about Sika yes
you're spending
from World Bank $1 billion.
Ni nyina ka ho. Sa sika yenya ni nyina ka ho. E ka ho. Ni nyina ka ho. Why? There are audit reports for those things. Ni nyina ka ho. They were all spent. Until I make us say senior. And you now make our radio, so I don't think a lot of people knew say omo munya COVID the mom year self quarantine kan mom ska.
Me say that.
Exactly. I don't think say na nipa be crack I say now every day we're paying over $100, $150 a night for tens of thousands of people across the country for them to sleep and be taken care of in hotels in this country. Me ask Uncle Fokai. So we need to acknowledge that there was an extraordinary circumstance. That is why we always refer to the period where 2017-2020, when there was no pandemic, how well were we doing? But then this is for the me to be very honest with you. You know, say me, I barely take on NDC when it comes to these issues. Or my you know, or be catch or be admitted they are making in a very no to abamano. So Baba admitted they are making catch with CCA.
Just obeji too much.
Ebe no what obeji too much. Ebe no what man. It's only the person. So Bank of Bank of Ghana, the same Bank of Ghana, no more they over 1 point something billion. Some of the client probability. You buy a few millions here. Hence our same Bank of Ghana. Hence our same Bank of Ghana. I don't want to go into all these things near there, but you see the triviality of some of the issues around the report. No, and sad. Hey, me makofa report, BOG report for the last 12 years. You know ha. What can ya? A lot of the things are ene omo kan wasem a omo raising as standard. When it's a standard operating procedures. But could be meti they want to pick BOG fleet management, car management, the you know, madam say, hey, 100 and something, they ben million. You know, madam manage cars. You know, na car ben kwano mutim. Meanwhile, when you go and pick the report and you read in details and you speak to the people at Bank of Ghana, some movie, some vans there, you know.
Yeah.
A movie every day.
Yeah.
And every day they are moving, and every day. See, if you look at the value against a friend is saying the number of fleets are over managed here, it's nowhere near it. But make Jenny now to hold no more for figure no coins and isolation. No more they are two about thing. I have nothing against the NDC if they do that. That's their job. Opposition there. Juma they say I didn't air for crowd my honey time. Because one yes I better know to be about Bemu. But it does not change the fact that we realized during COVID say between Ekiapem South, a friend is saying, Ekiapem North, Ekiapem South, Madina, and Adenta, 5 municipalities, you know, near our district hospital, Bakope. Ah, Nipa Yari or my woman, just one other film. And I mean, no, because you got the Kwasi Memorial Hospital. A lot of the patients are not from my municipality.
Omufi
Adenta ni Madina.
Sir.
Yes. And I said there are no district hospitals in those areas. And see, they are getting their health care in another municipality. It is a fact that this government has found resources and is trying to put up the fairness in these facilities for them. Kwashe Kofodia Regional Hospital, Kwashe Nefe, and then the Kessie we didn't have. So I just say, NDC for some occupy. I think they should occupy. I think we should allow them to occupy. I think we shouldn't allow the NDC to use their parochial political interest to dictate how good men will run a country. Good men should run a country in the interest of the people. If in their own parochial interest, knowing the truth, knowing the facts, they still feel say because yan kanasa yenye to minti, yan koso ya, yenjo monomunye. The people of Ghana, they are not daft, they are not dumb. Time no swan, they know how to make their decisions. They know between the MPP and NDC, they know who in the midst of crisis will be willing to stand by them. More time between 2013 and 2016, when you global pandemic, enya crisis, cholera nipa, cholera kunkum nipa, ewo my wim, cholera keke, kunkum nipa. Munya domestic, your friend is saying, crisis. Nya global economic crisis biao. Mudundum ye ka ni nyina, ema ye da sum, ema ye pamo nwuma efo kotena fie. Okotama, they converted some factories into churches. But politics inti, eneno. What be the say occupy? We should allow them to occupy. This is not the first time. Omomutuwe, they are the pabia cry parliament cry because it is their job. Untumi nyim from nsem. Me NDC. Okasa no yes argument here. Obeya nkosi baby because no matter what you say no, ontie. Yenja magana for no mukwakoto aba no. Nothing. Time no so they will choose, they will make a decision between the government that is interested in their lives versus the government that is interested in their political party. And then Kufuor will be here. And I would have decided, say, in the midst of the crisis, he will stick to the status quo and work within budget and allow people to die. But he didn't do that. He decided to make sure, say, baby, says, can you be too from crying into the Jumano? And that's exactly what he has done. And this morning, I have basically tried to take us down memory lane. Kakrebi, o man quite details.
Efa COVID.
Down memory lane, Kakrebi, Efa COVID. Ya kai say the government had a choice. Na me Kufuor no choice. No choice and Kobabu born in Segunechi. No choice and Kadebia, Kwesia Debia no. O Medina TV so ni nkasa.
Fellow Ghanaians.
No choice.
Thank you.
No choice and ka unya COVID obeka choice opa down pamenda. No choice. No choice say okasa shefia or the police bejina so na wa pe we do di. No choice. But he chose humanity. He chose humanity over politics and posterity. Maybe not today. Maybe not a year from now. Maybe not 5 years from now. But I'm very clear in my mind, say, with what I saw with my eyes, what I experienced in the very near future, within our lifetime, no, we as a people of Ghana will remember this government on how we saved the lives of millions of Ghanaians during the global pandemic.
Dennis Miracles of Wajana Watani Kan 1043. The time he has to question, I'll swear you cry. In the meantime, this one says belated birthday wishes to you, Rosebud in Kruma, from Leslie in Zurich. To you, Rosebud in Kruma, wherever you are, belated birthday wishes to you. Much love to you. God bless you richly. And also to you, Patrick Honey, listening to us live in Cape Coast. Here's to wish you God's blessings on a beautiful day. And then also, let's see, this one says, whilst we are in Cape Coast, let me just say a very good morning to you, Professor Date in Cape Coast. Have a beautiful day. Nyami Inshabibre, Professor Date in Cape Coast. We saw a carbon show. Anyway, you have a funny answer. Now, Miracles, now so which are Eastern, Central, Northern, why, and also the
say,
I can't remember 10 minutes before the point. You find it, my party presidential primacy and cost.
Probably never, mommy.
Hey,
Miracle,
and then just
say,
Miracle, what? Kede for Charles, okay, your sister own friend.
Oh, such Charles, no, Charles or green. Charles, mammy, you're red and yellow.
Also, watch it.
Charles say, on no kind of manage green for the mobile boy, craft, senior, red for no, only at 10%. Oh,
but Tommy is strong.
There be 100% in the air. Say, you can you. Now, red for near 10. It's much as you red and white cacao. And again, once in the last 40 days, because we've been on the road in tea. I'm not red and yellow course, no, a confirm cacra, but you bet was Siciano. You be here in the next 2 weeks, special delegates.
Yeah,
and see, special delegates now, you be in the next 2 weeks, no. Charles, be man be special delegate be 4B. Na why you mo hojo ano peme ba na me ne competitor ba ko campaign team member edin komo se be eduru no on adjust no ho kakra na
o competitor
na we agi campaign managers kra o campaign managers kra agi o because see we are a hard working team. Vice president Ronda senior, are you aware say for 40 days non stop he has been campaigning? Oban cry no abe eduma no ko 40 days he has been campaigning. No candidate has worked harder than Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in this, even though no announce it first. And in the last 40 days, when Yamia Dom, Yaya Greater Accra, which is about 34 constituencies, Yaya Ashanti 47 constituencies, Central 23 constituencies, Eastern 33 constituencies, and Western 17. So in 40 days, he has met 154 constituencies. And senior, constituencies are one koka mo or constituency ho. Ojina was kasa not less than 1.5 hours.
Or constituency by constituency.
Yes, 154. Very, 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 very hard working. A friend is saying, flag bearer. And
Nanya flag bearer. Aspirant.
Flag bearer aspirant. Nyami adoma be flag bearer. Na senior.
One
Dr. Brown.
Miracle decline in the position.
Miracle. That's not that.
Oh, sir.
Da.
Me politics are me. I'm professor. It's me there. I cannot be neutral in the political.
I saw what me declare stand.
Politics here. Me politician also you neutral they were doing. I cannot be neutral in a political game. Impossible. It's senior. You better register with how first receive vice president in the last 40 days. And they acquire even feedback across the man to improve their oil. I think it's amazing. I said the last time, Udana was so die. Now at the chain, as I said, what die any chrubi. Any more do you? Because I don't want to hear. Oh, back on the cranny pan, so you would be. So you would be crown. Tiana, I am shake. But when you eventually tell the person would dream, no, Nandi Pano, edge would dream no to no cressum ebwawa. Ayana Ayahonkeka, police station executives, constituency executives, regional executives. It's amazing how they have received the vice president. Omukra no shaping the message, you know. If you want to feedback, I know. And I'm for winking home in Kenya, and they say, can one pay. Also, son, I know you say a bit to me, also a bit to me. Into the address, so it's been an amazing, campaign tour. And they are many when you must swat an idiot. And this
there's nothing to tell the mines construction in the face. Munsro said, fear delegate.
Yeah, trusted delegate.
Shakespeare and the kind.
Yeah, trusted
there is no art to tell the mines construction in the face.
One is to serve on fear delegates.
Fear, Sir John.
Fear delegates for us, it is more of trusting the delegates and believing that project almost so more the project in baby. Because MPP ni biya across these 5 regions wants to win election 2024, and they will tell you say miracles baby during the election ye person win you ain't say Kofi Mensah na dey ne be kono win ya no na ye hwe so we ni nua so we ni mama so we ni papa on share no because me miracles me ye wunua me no na ko kwapman school me to be the president man ye na okasa obeto mama ya anya bia metumi ebiti John Mahama na da bi into the mama amfa so be ne wenya. But the people are saying, say, listen, we want to give it to one that can beat the NDC's candidate. And make sure so we retain power in 2024 and consolidate what we are doing. The IASCC and consolidate the positives. Now the end to me, no opportunity in finding and I think some mindsets in our party for Nenyano senior are very, very crucial.
And Patrick Charles will say 50 time I'll buy them. I'll catch you say, or you're red. What time West or Chen was still. Convincing or say friend Charles.
Senior me Charles Wekasa. Senior Charles I no can say you are the yellow. You are the yellow. It's even Pierre to green state now. You to be in some 0.1% you have account. Because at the end of the day we are looking at 90%.
Oh, but that is not realistic, is it?
90%.
See, now one I will say you can't tell by the mines.
The mines construction in the face.
Why do you doubt the 90 but believe in the 30?
Oh, so 90%. Well, and you want campaign.
Now your friend is saying it will go to Aba. It will to Aba no Ukraine 95, 98 about who.
But I said, Edu baby no. Na your campaign man crofobio. But yes, consistency chairman, regional chairman, near campaign my way in so do you know. I grown war from no. So we want to abano see wo kan mo no mo regional chairman we say 70 system. You can depa sa e friend say constituency see amabobosi. The total number of regions I have visited constituencies who can in aboma. Total number of delegates vice president no share about 128,000. Almost 78,000. 128 out of 270,000. 178,000. Omo moto abano omo 70 acre omo no omo kasa na yeka no enye nipa 16 15 and 70 acre 120. But how about August 26?
So August 26 one so that almost strategy the whole next 2 weeks here no almost strategy that and you say senior opa say me say abaha
so baba dey be
with all the work Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has done and with all the support that the party people any belief omenya won the principles the message you know. I doubt if Dr. Bawumia will do less than 80%. I think he should do between 80 to 90%.
Are you not tickling yourselves and laughing?
Why? Why we are working hard? I
like miracles.
We are working hard.
I like miracles ambition. No. It's just a caution. Okay, you know about I can say the not here.
Fatty. Deputy Minister for Information.
Also, Dandy.
Dandy. And
Kwame now. The signs are.
I seen South.
And
I seen North.
And it's good to be positive and ambitious. But
the most important thing is that when you're positive and ambitious, you work hard.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
When you find somebody who is working hard to complement his ambition, you should be very worried about that person.
I agree.
So we catch us 30%, and over 30 possible.
I mean, you don't have to even accept that because the person winning.
Exactly.
But there must be room in your heart for surprises.
20% surprise. Yeah, they are 100. 20% surprise. Now be very now.
Oh Jesus.
The new patriotic party will make a very emphatic statement. You see, the party people are resolved the problem.
Okay.
Once when you can't in vacuum, you can't because of the engagement any party for Nigeria, and they are very resolved. They want to make a point. They want to let everybody in this country know, say, they are resolved to retain power, to ensure, say, what we've been able to do, we can protect, and then what we haven't been able to do, no, we can get them done. But don't announce any into me. But we believe that a pencil and a political party won a more minor. And we should have an opportunity to complete what it is. Why not? Open a sector by sector.
Are you saying of all the 10, Dr. Bami,
NDC for then what NDC for there at the Department of Women?
Oh,
yeah, for the sector by sector.
No miracle.
Yeah, time
miracle.
Minibi.
I think so. I think it's not fair. I think it's not fair to say the only party in Ghana will be the MP.
What is the other party?
Oh, come on.
Give me the other one.
There are parties.
Like what?
I don't need to mention. You know.
No,
you know.
And wait, but
what can say?
Keep 135,000 children on the street.
Miracle.
We've had the political party come and run our energy situation into a crisis.
What is you?
We've had the political party come and withdrawn social services that the people of Ghana
enjoy. Miracle, look at this.
I am doing empirical comparison.
Miracle, look at this. The same argument I want here. Somebody can also say we have a political party who has also ditched Ghana currently.
So you do that. That's why I'm saying you do a comparative analysis.
No problem.
You come to a conclusion.
But
I'm saying but I think it's fair. I have no doubt it is not fair.
No,
it is unfair.
It's fair. It's fair to say, sir, you think that MPP is one of the viable political parties. You can't say it's the only.
I disagree.
Oh no,
it is the only political party.
It is not. I don't agree with you on that. It is a viable political party.
NDC party here okay o person here no alternative. E party here na can say dey zip line ba. Almost say e be hwe ma ho edware nti yenye yi. And the part and the zip line e distribute.
I'm not holding brief for MP.
I am giving you
I'm giving you say microphone so MPP mu. They have also done some things. If you get an NDC to come and no MPP. Oh, Debbie. Some me here politics. I just want to be fair. Grounds, no. I was say grounds in here fair. That's a new Ghana. We cannot say only one political party that is it is a viable
party. We a party.
Yes, a viable political party. But it's not the only political party. That's not fair.
No. You are even misrepresenting me. Say the only political party with good deeds. That's a qualifying way. Good, you can be a political party. And our also
the only political party me I what's about my
at the party exactly.
But and people say
the papa go this year.
Political parties are rebel nyina. Obi adwene here.
Political party me no pen aba. Oh. Me no pen aba. The alternative no na the papa ko here. But sector by sector, I can tell you sector by sector what the MPP has done.
They can equally tell you
sector by sector. Maybe
zip line. Yeah, they ban. Almost say zip line.
Oh, Mankasa.
Oh, Hanabisi.
Obikai.
But that's Hanabisi.
That's the woman organizer of the MPP.
You see, this is where the issue is. I am a politician say, so Obi Eko make a statement. Don't hold that person down. Say, your
oh, Prof, what are you saying?
Miracle. Do you mean say?
MPP.
Me free a young importance. So do ever family some.
But what can assembly? Assembly or can? The party will tell you say that was not a statement.
The women organizer of the NDC said say.
So are you MPP? No. Are you MPP?
I speak as I sit here. Me come MPP. What are you talking about?
No, meba.
Sana NDC didn't so kasa.
No. The point I'm making is say, are you telling me say Miracle what you are the embodiment of MPP?
No.
Exactly.
When I come on the show, I speak for. It is sometimes so kasa say where the Ayamia Madrin. One friend no one can hold the other can you kind of party.
And give
Hanabisu will say
NDC for
say the plan the Russian Mafu.
And on say NDC for the
Professor Joseph Osafo from the Center of Aging Studies. Dennis Miracles Abuaji of the New Patriotic Party, bringing the time to 3 minutes past 11 in the morning, Monday, 14th August. Kofi Kumbelson is next on your radio. The next news broadcast is at 12. On channel Panyamia Dumai Babi Twai Jimmy Dino soon. Tomorrow will be the 15th, and I'll be back. Yeah, that's tomorrow. Thank you for joining us by ear, voice, text, and eyes. May your day be blessed. It says, wishing Nanama Esiedua of Fila Freaks in East London. Happy birthday, Nanama Esiedua of Fila Freaks in East London. It's from your husband, Nana Sapon, and your children, Lawe, Nanayamwa Ponko, Arosa, Gideon, Hager, Lydia, and Asosa 2002. It's from Master P in London. May your day be blessed. And as always, when you stop to say a prayer, remember to say one for me too. God bless. Good morning.